I'm actually not flying alone. My other favorite sidekick is with me, so
Go and write your song.
I'm just hoping I don't throw up.
The world will sing along.
And then like half hour later, it was me throwing up. It was too much throw up one day.
Life's what you make it.
Listen.
Oh, it's yours for the taking. You can test the water, might as well jump in.
Knowing I'm about to be decapitated by all these semis just roaring by. And then
Memories you're making, you frame inside your heart. The middle of a nowhere is somewhere you can start. So go and write your song. The world will sing along.
For the first time in my 10 years of married life, I'm flying out of the country without my husband. I tend to think of myself as a little bit more independent and adventurous, but honestly, not having him with me has my nerves a little bit on edge. Because the fact is, I'm going to a country with a pretty high crime rate. And being a mom of 2 kiddos, I definitely worry more than when I was young and carefree. And honestly, I'm just gonna really miss my husband because he's my best friend and I just don't enjoy traveling as much without him. Hey, thanks a lot, Troy.
Yeah, no problem.
Much appreciated.
Get that receipt, okay?
Okay. All right, thank you. So this gentleman wanted to subscribe to my YouTube channel and I told him he's gonna get bored. It's a mom channel. But hey, say hey.
Yeah. Oh, the channel.
So I'm actually not flying alone. My other favorite sidekick is with me. So if you haven't met her before, this is Raquel. Anyway, do you think it's safe for 2 women to fly to one of the higher crime rate countries?
I look kind of tough, so we're good.
Are you hiking off somewhere?
Listen. You told me we were gonna have backpacks, and so I just committed. She's crying. Oh.
Oh my word. Look at this. This is so cool. There's like this little, it's called Mama Ava or something. It's like a little pod. So like if you're breastfeeding, you know. Anyway, and so you have to like download this app and you can just open it. You hit unlock and I'm in here. One of the downsides of leaving my baby behind. So this is really cool, nice and private.
Thank you.
They didn't even use a boarding pass? I know. How do you think our men are faring?
I don't know. It's so easy to travel with nobody, like nothing. So easy. It's like
So because we didn't want to get babysitters for a longer amount of time, we decided to take a red-eye flight where we could just leave and fly all night. So that means we arrive at 2 in the morning. You know what that means, it's dark outside. So hopefully all is okay.
look at my pillow. It literally turns into this giant.
Oh man.
It takes about like a minute or so, or 2 minutes.
Nice.
It turns into like this really good microphone or memory foam pillow.
Nice.
It's thicker than this, but I think it's just,
Oh, that's so cool.
Welcome to Santo Domingo. The local walk time is 2:04 a.m.
Once our wheels touched down, the craziness of the trip began with one thing after the next going wrong. First, as we were going through customs, Raquel went from chattering like her normal self to turning white as a sheet and almost passing out on the floor. I, of course, was freaking out. We ducked out of the line, found a place for her to sit. I got some food and water, and then eventually she felt good enough to make it through customs and out into the fresh air. So it's absolutely crazy. Rocky almost just blacked out.
I felt everything started going really black, just like closing in on me.
Oh my
So
word.
hot.
Yes, it was.
And I felt nauseous, and I was like, Your girl's gonna faint. I gotta go sit down somewhere.
Now we're waiting on our ride. She's trying to get a drink. I just hope she's gonna be okay.
Yeah, I do feel better.
Hello.
Ladies, how we doing?
Good, how are you? Thanks for your patience. Because we were desperate moms wanting to take as short of a trip as possible for our family's sakes, we were now driving for about 2.5 hours into the mountains to our first destination. Thankfully, Rocky was feeling better, but as soon as we arrived, things started going downhill for me. Good morning from the Dominican Republic. I don't know what it is with me and trips, but I got here. It was like 5:30 in the morning. I'm like, okay, we can get about 2 hours of sleep until we had to be getting up to get to the appointment that we have this morning. Don't you know, I got sick. I started throwing up and other things. Sick. So we have this one day that we have scheduled to tell this story, which I'll be sharing later, not today. And we were planning to meet in the morning for part of it, and then they have like an afternoon siesta break from 12 to 2, and then we were gonna meet in the afternoon as well. But I was just so sick and I canceled it. Future me popping in here with everything going on this trip, all the sickness, the drama, the rearranging of plans. I kind of forgot to tell you all why I came on this trip. I went down to the Dominican Republic for a business trip, and it all is about the brand that I'm planning to launch for this channel, and I'm so excited. We are finally ready to launch, and that is going to be, Lord willing, next week. So we're so excited about that. I'll give you a little sneak peek of what we were doing, but then this part of the story you'll have to wait and see until next week. And my baby is so grouchy the last while. No, what's going on? Can we be happy? Oh, just be happy. However, for those that have subscribed to my mailing list over at themennonitemom.com, hint, hint, we're going to be announcing the launch earlier and giving special discounts to those people. So if you're curious what we've got going on, go over and subscribe. Okay, back to the story. This is not working. Say bye. Bye. Right now I feel pretty good. It's almost noon. We missed our morning opportunity, so it's gonna be bumped later. But that's the thing. Just look at this view. We are up in the mountain regions. It is just beautiful. Just look at this view. Just spectacular. With our driver patiently waiting, we finally were able to leave.
I'm on these nice little paths here.
Uva,
Okay, grapes,
mango.
mango.
We had a few hours to burn, so we soaked in the sights, stopped for some fresh coconut drinks, and then went to the most adorable little cafe for lunch. Oh, there you go, Raj. Do you want some?
Yes, 100%.
We don't. Do you have cash?
Let's travel the world. Let's travel the world. Let's travel the world.
I'm getting 2 coconut waters. I don't know if you like them, but you're gonna try it anyways.
So much to do, so much to see. Stretching the map out wide. Take it for 2, just you and me.
We're eating at the most adorable little cafe. Or I should say Rocky's eating. I'm just not feeling good still. I thought I was better. I'm not, so, oh man. I was feeling quite nauseous again and kept praying that God would help hold things together so I could just get through this day. I was even telling Nolan to never, ever let me have another harebrained idea again. All I wanted was to go back home. It's so cute, but I'm just hoping I don't throw up and that I can get through this day and get my job done. Now it's looking like rain, which is what I was kind of scared of. Anyway, this day is kind of going downhill. But so be it. 2 o'clock finally rolled around and miraculously I started to feel better. So much better, in fact, that this part of the trip, which I'll share next week. So I flew down to the Dominican Republic so I could share the ended up being one of my absolute favorites. I kept thanking God for working everything out. This is the absolute most beautiful thing I have ever seen. Up in these mountains with like beautiful scenery. Around 6 o'clock in the evening, with our work behind us, we still had about 4.5 hours of driving to get to Punta Cana. My stomach was still queasy, so I was sitting in the front, and with all the crazy driving, Rocky, sitting in the back, got car sick at one point in time. We were quite certain our driver was beyond ready to say goodbye to us till this day was over. And then she gets car sick.
Yep.
Throwing her bags
I
into
have
the
my
back
head
seat.
out the window, knowing I'm about to be decapitated by all these semis just roaring by, and the lady's like, she just like hands me a bag, and I promptly.
Needless to say, we look back and laugh at all the things that went wrong. However, our resort was so relaxing that it made up for all the lack of sleep and sickness we had endured. We got there and just crashed, not caring when we would wake up the following morning.
I know. Well, I don't even want my warm stuff. I just want to dive right into my.
Looks amazing. She's bringing us coffee.
Oh.
An absolutely beautiful day. I'm so thankful to be feeling better. We've had breakfast. I think today is just going to be soaking up the sun and relaxing. I probably won't even have that many videos, just sitting on the beach. We'll see how long I last. Rocky can do this all day. I can only do it for like an hour or so, then I need to go do something. So, this place is just fantastically beautiful. Like, look at this. Oh my word. Hello. What's the other flavor? Strawberry and banana mama. I'll take the banana pina colada, but no alcohol. Okay. Thank you. This is my view. Woo-hoo. Downright amazing blue water. Just amazing. Oh, it is so beautiful here. Just look at this. Right now it's raining. Just a light misting rain. It's so refreshing actually. It's already almost evening time. I don't know where the day went. We slept in the morning, had a good breakfast, and we just went out and relaxed on the beach, got some sun. It was a beautiful morning. Went and had some more amazing food in the afternoon, and then Rocky went off for a massage. What I just love about this place is just the lush greenery everywhere. Everything is like this spectacular garden you're walking through. Just look at this. Trees, grass, beautiful flowers, just amazing. The cool thing, you see all these little walkways they have, like thatch roof walkways. So if it's raining, you can be underneath most of the time. And this right here is where we're staying. This one, somewhere. I've never been like much of a resort person. I like to go and experience the culture, but there's more reasons than just that. I'll explain them here in a minute, but I am going to find myself a coffee. Thank you. So yeah, like the first thing that I don't really like about resorts is you just have like a pile of people living in like one little section in a country, and you don't get to experience the culture. Most people don't even leave the place. It doesn't have the small personal charm. Everything is just huge and commercialized, especially here. It's just a ton of people everywhere you go. I do not like crowded beaches. The beaches are crowded for today, it's fine. But I hate it. I hate crowded beaches. I think the Christians should be careful how much they go to such places. My personal convictions there, I guess. And also just everything is so crowded, like going to eat, buffets, people just everywhere. I'd so much rather have like personal cultural charm where you get to know the people. But this is fun. Like, I am enjoying this. We just wanted a place that was safe and relaxing and fun, where we didn't have to really think a lot of logistics and where you could just recuperate. And what was so cool is you just get to go and get food and drinks wherever you want. Like, I didn't realize we were buying an all-inclusive resort. We thought we had just gotten the room. So for the second thing I don't care for about resorts, and let me backtrack a little bit. Okay, I know that tourism brings a lot of income to little islands like this and boosts the economy, so it's a good thing. It really is a good thing. And being here in the Dominican, I for some reason thought it was more of a poorer country. but it's not as much as I had thought it was, at least from what I had seen. Some of these resorts are just put into these really poor countries, and so there's like this really contrast between poverty and the resort wealth. I don't think it's wrong to spend money and treat yourself and enjoy yourself. Not at all. I think that there's definitely a time and place for that. It still just does not feel right to come to a place where you know, well, here once again it's not so much this way, but to come to a place where you know that the economy itself and the country itself is like really poor, and then here you come and just go to the nice place and you're just living this lavish life. And then you have all these workers that are working here, keeping everything nice for all these wealthy people flying in everywhere to just have a vacation. And just knowing that Haiti is like not far from here, and knowing what just the poverty and awful things that are going on there. It just, you think about these things. I don't know why I'm saying all this, but anyway, I am very much enjoying it. But I just wanted to share my little pick with resorts. But if people like resorts, I'm not bashing it. It's just something that I think about when I go to them. Thank you very much.
Sugar?
Sorry?
Sugar?
No thanks.
Okay.
Thank you.
Buena, ¿cómo estás?
I miss my husband so much in places like this. This is the first time I've traveled without him out of the country. It's just not the same. I'm having a great time with my friend. Rocky's amazing to travel with, but he is my best friend, and I just love traveling with him. Like, he's just, without him, it's just not the same, and having him here would just make it a million times better, and we would just have all these conversations and talk about our life, and I just miss him so much. And it's so romantic. It'd be the kind of place that you would just fall over in love again here. We just need to come to a place like this sometime, just him and I. I'm not bashing them, I just want to say that. It's just more this idea that all these well-to-do people come to beautiful places and economies and countries that may be struggling. And I don't know, it just feels a little off sometimes. It is almost 6 o'clock, or it's past 6 o'clock. I have no idea where Rocky is. She left before 3 to go for this massage of hers. Oh man, and she's just gone.
Where have you been? I just did the longest walk of my life. I got lost so many times.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Do you feel refreshed?
Yeah, it was amazing. Oh, it's the best. It was the best experience ever.
We were just talking about this trip. So crazy. The airport.
The airport.
Yeah.
I faint. I just was like, oh, I gotta.
Finally got her okay. Yeah, no sooner hit the bed. I'm barfing. Got through
Got
it.
better.
And then we're driving like 4.5 hours, driving like insane. And Rocky's in the back seat because I'm in the front trying not to be sick. And then she gets car sick.
Yep.
Throwing her bags
I
into
have
the
my
back
head
seat.
out the window, knowing I'm about to be decapitated by all these semis just roaring by. And the lady's like, she just like hands me a bag, and I promptly. First, I heard Janine throw up, and then I heard we were in a bathroom, a public bathroom, and I heard a lady beside me barfing for all she was worth.
That was
and
on
then
the
like
road.
half hour later, it was me throwing up. It was too much to throw up for one day, for sure.
Anyway.
Plus that ride was terribly wild.
Yeah.
Like you thought that you were gonna die a couple times, so.
I did. I literally thought I was gonna die. After you threw up, then she started taking it really easy. It was kind of funny.
For a little bit.
Yeah,
Just for a little, then
Yeah.
she forgot. It's been super fun. I feel like the timings have been good though. For
Yes.
being sick.
It has been. Everything
And
has flowed pretty well.
Everything has went so well for the timings of it, or like. I don't
Yeah.
know.
We all fall down, we get banged up, but the scars show how love heals us. Don't you look back, lift your head up, shake the dust off, tell me what love's made of. I can't hear you, I can't hear you, breathing on lungs, beating hearts. It's a brand new day. It's a brand new day. It's a brand
It's our last morning here, and I decided to get up to watch the sunrise. It is so pretty. I actually got out of bed at 5:45, wouldn't you know it? Anyway, I'm surprised at how many people were actually out. It's a little bit more full. I thought I'd have an empty beach, but quite a few people were up watching the sunrise, so. Anyway, it's much nicer, though, here on the beach when it's so empty instead of full. It's a little bit of a walk from where we're staying. I was quick flying over here to get the sunrise, but I want to go get a coffee and enjoy this the right way.
When the rain falls, when the ground shakes, when the wind blows, when your heart breaks, and the sorrow
to peace out of here at about 11. This morning our flight leaves at 1:30. So I wanted to spend a little bit more time in the beautiful outdoors. Watch the sunrise before we leave.
This looks so good today.
Ouch! We're so sunburned, we're like, how are we gonna carry backpacks home? Hard time here is over, but I'm so excited to go home and see the children. So excited. Maybe this is just hearsay, and I always thought the Dominican was a little bit more of a, not as safe as a country. But I'm telling you, I know we're at a resort now, but the people here, like the culture, the locals are some of the warmest, friendliest people ever. And it's just been amazing. Like, I've just so thoroughly enjoyed this trip. Getting to meet people, and yeah, so away we go. Credit card, please.
Of all the magic places in the world I've been to, this is where my heart is. Oh, you know it's true. No matter where I go, I'm coming home to you. I miss you.
It's good to see you.
Hi, buddy.
What's your toy?
Oh, I have to wait till we get home. Let me see Lexi. You gotta say hi to my baby first.
I just did. I had to wake up.
Hi, Smurfies. Hi. Did you miss mommy? Oh, was it hard? What? Here, you can sit in the front. I'll sit in the back with my kids.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you sit back
What?
here?
For you? Thank you, buddy. Okay, you hop in your seat and I'll sit beside you.